And so, I'm going through the entire filmography of Bruce Willis. In chronological order, this means literally every single feature film he ever appeared in, even as a walk-on extra. And yes, I will eventually get to those movies and will try my very damnedest to give them a fair shake. Anyway, there will be no regular schedule for these things. I'll just post them randomly whenever I feel like it. Some of them may even intersect with other filmography series. In any case, we'll see how it goes. We begin with The First Deadly Sin, a 1980 potboiler starring Frank Sinatra, adapted from Lawrence Sanders' gigantic 1970s bestseller. It was adapted by Man Rubin and directed by Brian G. Hutton. I'm sure no one remembers this movie, but in any case, Bruce Willis appears, ever so briefly, as a guy walking into a diner. Anyway, let's take a look.
I'll be right with you.
Frank Sinatra was a very good actor, or if you prefer, one of the finest and most human movie stars we ever got. And if you need real hard evidence of that, you can look at this mostly forgotten policier from 1,000 years ago to see it. You really buy him as this salt-of-the-earth old police detective, a real man of the people, even if, behind the scenes, it's entirely possible old Blue Eyes was actually a conceited son of a bitch. Now then, let's start flat out accepting that it's a thriller without any thrills. Once you've done that, you can begin to enjoy some of the genuine pleasures at hand. Lawrence Sanders' book is a massive, complex tome, and what sets it apart from most airport books is its level of density. It reads a bit like Ed McBain trying to write War and Peace. So you get the gritty, street-level authenticity of a grim police investigation, coupled with the character-driven sprawl of an epic narrative. It's a little hard to condense that into a 2-hour movie, which is why this 2-hour movie feels like it takes 200 years to get to the end. But if you can appreciate its deliberate pacing, it's rewarding, if only by virtue of the fact it's not quite like any other glossy Hollywood crime picture based off of a 70s beach read. There is a pronounced lack of momentum and even suspense in the traditional sense, and that's because rather than focus on both cop and killer in equal measure, we're basically with Sinatra the whole time. So we never get any psychological insight. All we can do is enjoy the meticulous police investigation. To compensate for this and add human interest, the film is blessed with a genuinely rich and colorful cast of memorable characters. Everyone makes an impression, and a lasting one, which is what happens when you cast people like Joe Spinell as a doorman. The great James Whitmore shows up as a coroner, you get Tony Zerbe as the chief, and a truly wonderful character actor named George Coe pretty much steals the whole fucking picture during its first half in his role as a fastidious museum curator. Everyone just pops. I guess the only one who kind of gets the shit end of the stick is Faye Dunaway, who in a bold move that probably got her agent fired, is cast as Sinatra's wife, and spends the entirety of the film laying in a hospital bed with tubes up her nose, delivering all her lines in an agonized whisper. But in any case, this is kind of a daring film because it doesn't necessarily aim to be a crowd pleaser. For one thing, it eschews the book's rather spectacular finale for something more low-key. Now then, that may have been a budget concern, but the creative solution they came up with, if abrupt, at the very least, serves as an ironic coup de grace, more in line with one of those European police thrillers that nobody likes to see. And to top it off, the film also has the balls to end on a chilling note of fatalism. I guess if the movie were just a dash more exciting, it would probably be considered a classic. Hey, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel and share the video. There's going to be some cool stuff coming to the channel, so you're going to want to keep track of it, and I hope you like all that stuff too. See ya.